Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It's going to be a super Sunday. Do you know why? Because we're kicking it off in style with the softer side of life in its new home here on Crafters TV at midday on a Sunday, easing you in. Hello to our US viewers that are joining us a little bit later today as well. I know that the daylight saving has started over on the East Coast, so hello to all of you that managed to get a little bit of a lie in today. Not only are we going to be bringing you the softer side in the next hour and a half, we will also be bringing you Save a Stitch, your opportunity to get some of the best needlecraft products at the most incredible prices as well. There are some awesome deals in there, and also get yourself over to the website and have a look at all of them. A lot of you have been shopping ahead on those already. Now, I am not here on my own. Sunday midday means one thing. It means the lady herself, Bernie Corners, here with me. How are you, Bernie?
Hey Joe, it's great to be back for our second week together. We on a roll, aren't we? I don't know how long we're going to continue.
One more week and then you get a rest.
And then I got, oh bless.
Yeah.
And we've tried to colour coordinate today, haven't we? But next week we're going to be spot on. We've thought about it now. We're going to plan it, yeah. We've planned what we're going to wear next week.
And we've got wardrobe onto it already, don't you worry about that. By wardrobe, I mean, me and Bernie have had a conversation about it. Don't forget also, it is your last day to take advantage of double points on everything you see here on Crafters TV and everything across the entire website as well. So make sure if you've got your eye on the next level of the club, then this is definitely the day to enable you to do that. The great thing about this softer side is that it is, again, for the second week in a row, a launch show for you as well, because we have something brand new. It is the Gemini Multimedia Border Dies collection. You're going to get two fantastic border dies in here. You are getting the scallop borders and the chevron borders as well. We've got a great price for you, $31.98 or $39.92. You can get them individually, but they would normally be individually $19.99 in the UK or $24.95 in the US. You've got a great saving when you go for the two of them together as well. I've also stuck my notes on upside down, so what a great start to this Sunday it is. I'll have to rectify that once we get into Bernie's first demonstration. You can get in touch with me in all the normal ways, of course. Crafters TV over on Facebook, or of course Crafters Companion over on YouTube. I do need to let you know though, just before we've come live, already 10% of the stock of our brand new launch has totally sold out and gone. So if you want these today, I'll definitely act sooner rather than later. Now, Bernie, just looking at these, even with my untrained eye, I'm thinking these are going to be something that are going to be incredibly versatile for a whole host of different sewing disciplines.
They are, Joe. These are for we're calling them border dies, so you can edge your quilts with them, your cushions, edging on bags, you know, that's your first thought. But then when you start looking at them, I've got this cute little sort of storage pot here where actually you can do the end of your fabric. So this isn't a border, if you like, it's the whole piece of fabric that's been die cut to give that lovely scalloped edge all the way around. And how cute is that? And then to go to the extreme, you've got this brilliant, I'll put it so you can look at it on the overhead so you can see the effect of it. This is a lovely, like a baby playmat, or, you know, just to go over it in the cot. But what we've done here, this has been cut at the raw edge, just a single layer of fabric. And look at the effect it gives, that like ruffled effect on there as well. Isn't that just something different? Now we've used fabric on here, Joe, but our multimedia dies, so you're going to be cutting your cork, your faux leather, your glitter fabric, your oilcloth. It'll cut through, and these will actually cut through mount board as well, Joe. They're absolutely fantastic. So shall we see them cut? Shall we see how they work? Now, I just want to say, Joe, before I start, congratulations to everyone who's managed to get hold of the new plates. Because when I came in this morning, what happened, Joe? What did we get told?
They were meant to be on the show, weren't they, today? Again and again, they have sold out. So congratulations if you got them. We'll try really hard to get them back in stock as soon as we can, Bernie, because they are a game changer, aren't they?
They are, and I can let you into a secret, Joe. They have been reordered.
Oh,
so the reorders have gone in. I double-checked yesterday with the office for the large ones and the junior ones. So I know the junior ones went first. They went the quickest. But yeah, so they are coming back in. So I am going to use them. But I will talk you through the plate combination that you get with your Gemini as well. So if you don't have the new plate, you can still use these with your current combination as well. So what you get in each packet, we're getting these scalloped edges and these chevron edges. And you're getting 3 sizes in each. So if we just have a look at them now, we can see that they're different, I want to say gradients, I don't know if that's the right word, but you can see how we've got these different lengths, different sizes, just to give you that different effect for what you want. And in each set, you've got a 6-inch piece, 8-inch piece, and a 9-inch piece. So these are going to be going through your large Gemini on these. Now, depending on what effect you want to do, like I was saying, a lot of the times you're going to go around the edge of your quilt and put an edge on that way. With that one, you're going to be cutting 2 layers at a time and sewing 2 pieces together. But you're going to say, well, 9 inches, Bernie, is not very long for my quilt. But what we do is you concertina, get my words out, fold them. And in each packet as well, you do get, as we love to do, all the instructions with photographs step by step on how you do it as well. So we're going to hold your hand, and on here we're showing you how, we actually show you on here how you work it out to see how much you need to cut for your quilt. So it's not just us saying this is how you cut the die, we're actually giving you that helping hand as well. So let's see how they cut. So first of all, I'm just going to cut a strip of fabric. And I've got our Enchanted Forest. I love this one. This is the mini blossom, this one, of the Enchanted Forest design.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
So
we've got lots of lovely fabrics on the show, which I'll guide you through as well if we go through. But do a lot of you shopping ahead on those over on the website at the moment.
have we got this one on the show, Joe?
I don't think we actually have that
we
one,
not?
that specific one.
Well, I'm going to get a different one then, because I thought we had all of those on the show. So let me get...
What's it called? What's it called, Bernie? What's it called?
Mini blossom?
Yeah, we've got it on the show.
Have we got it right? I'm going to go back
to you,
to
Bernie.
it.
We're just pulling your leg.
You just keep me on my toes.
Yeah,
you
just like to keep guessing.
What it is everyone's wanting to know how much actual stash of fabric I've got down here. I've got a lot. I always bring plenty with me. I'm still untidying my sewing room out, Joe. It's taken forever. Absolutely.
How long have you been going with it?
Well, it's getting there. I've sort of got where I can work in there now. But
That's always handy.
Yeah, I've still got boxes to sort out. I have. So I'm using our 6x24" ruler here, and I'm just going to cut. Now, I haven't neatened that edge up. Normally you would neaten the edge up. I'm just going to cut a 3" strip. There we go. Just to cut it. Now, you can do, like I say, depending on your project of what you're going to be doing, you're going to cut whatever width you got. Now, this is perfect for you if you're using your fabric strip rolls, your 2.5 inches. But I'm actually going to show you a couple of top tips. Now, I've been cutting some card this morning. No, I haven't been paper crafting. But what I have been making is some little aids to help me concertina this. So concertinas means where you're going to fold it sort of back on itself like that. So I'm just going to get my ironing board up. I've got the iron in front of me here as well, so if I'm feeling a bit warm, it's because I've got the iron. Got the iron down there. And Tracy, brilliant, Tracy's brought me a cup of tea as well. I'm getting well looked after today.
What a Sunday it is today.
So I'm going to go with this longer one here, and this is the one that's 9 inches. So to help me concertina it, what I've done is I've cut a piece of card that's just shy of 9 inches. And I'll explain in a second why it's just shy of it. So what I'm going to do, let me cut my selvage off. Just cut that off there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that and line that up on the end.
And that's how long that piece of card? The same length as the die?
It's the same length as the die. A smidgen smaller, a smidgen shorter. And what that smidgen shorter is going to account for is when you fold your fabric, you're always going to have 1 or 2 threads in that fold. Right. So what I've done there is I've done that. Now, you can finger press that, or you can press it with the iron. But then I want to go back again. And I want to say, right, well, I'll go back again. And I'm just going to go along, and I've cut just the length of fabric here. Now, bearing in mind, we can cut sort of 6 to 8 layers of fabric at a time. Really? You're going to have quite a long piece, and you can join it. So I've took my fabric, my card out, laid it back on the top, and I'm starting again. And can you see how easier that is than trying to match it up with the die, put your ruler on there and try and match it up with the ruler? You just get in that fold done like that. So once you've got it concertinaed, like that, I'm going to put my card aside, and I've cut a 6-inch strip of card and an 8-inch strip. So I would actually keep them with my dies, and then you've always got them. So I was going to iron that, but I actually just finger pressed it, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to get our new plates. So if you've got new plates, you're going to have your clear cutting plate, which is the standard ones that come with your Gemini as well. There's no difference to those. You've got an A plate, and then I'm going to put my folded fabric on there. And don't worry that it hasn't come right to the end, because it's going to come up to here. And then you're going to put your die on there. And if you say that, oh, I've gone a little bit wonky with my folding, at this point I would adjust it. So my bottom one there just seems a little bit too long. So I'm just going to adjust it. There we go. And I'm not going to line this up any particular way. I just want to show you the effect of how it's actually going to cut. So I'm putting it on there, and then I'm going to get my tape and just tape it down.
So am I right in thinking then, Bernie, that irrelevant of how many layers you're using, you just want that fabric to always be folded out to the width of the die as precisely as possible?
Yes. Get it as precisely as possible. And if it doesn't quite, if it goes over a little bit, all you're going to do, and I've left one end here that's just gone over a little bit much, and all you're going to do is just snip in. It's going to be a couple of threads with your scissors if it goes over. So don't worry, it's not going to affect it. Then I've got my B plate and my clear plate on top. So if you're using the combination of the plates that come with the Gemini, you're going to have your clear plate, your metal shim, your fabric, your die cutting into your fabric, your plastic shim, and then your other clear plate. So that's the other sandwich. And that's always the sandwich for our multimedia dies.
Awesome.
Brilliant. Right, so they're going to go straight through. Now, these plates are the ones now that I'm using, that I was using last week as well. And we can see how flat and lovely they are. I'm just really happy that
Teasing us, Bernie, you are.
I know. I was so excited when I come in this morning, I've got the plates on again, and then our producer told me that, yeah, they've all sold out. So like I say, I just want to say well done. Well done to
Well, the
everyone.
great thing is, Bernie, that we sold so many of them that I'm sure most of our lovely sewing viewers have probably got their hands on
They will
those
have.
already.
Do you know what, Joe? We had loads of them as well. We had loads of them. Right, so I just want to show you here. So I left that little bit overhang on purpose just so you can see that if yours happens like that, all you're going to do, if you haven't quite got it lined up, is just snip in there like that. Now, essentially, I would say that's waste, but actually it isn't, because you've got a reverse scallop. And that cushion that you've got, Joe, is exactly how this one's been done, the reverse scallop. So you're not actually getting any waste, which I love because I don't like wasting fabric at all. So when I open this up now, we can see we've got,
lovely.
I mean, that's the full width of the fabric. Now, if you tried to cut that out by hand, Joe, I'll put it there, you can see it there. If you try to cut out that by hand, you're not going to have it accurate. You're not going to have it all level as well. Now, do you know what I was thinking of this? You know, if you're making some bunting, and then you put the binding on the top to put all your pennants together, have a strip of this along the top as well. How fabulous is that? I just think it looks really, really cool. So I'm going to cut, I'll do some faux leather as well, just to show you how it's going to cut with the faux leather as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the chevron one. So shall we go with the little? We'll go with the middle size.
Lots of people talking about these this morning. Lots of chat about Mother's Day as well. Mother's Day here in the UK.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I know it's not Mother's Day in the US, but it is here in the UK. Laura May saying she got her patch white dies in the mail yesterday. Guess what I'm doing today?
Yes.
I love the dies that I can use on fabric. You're going to love those. Katie Henderson saying hi from San Francisco and saying Happy Mother's Day to all the UK crafty peeps. Diane wants to know if there's cake today.
Oh, no, there
No
isn't.
cake today.
I was in trouble when I come in this morning because I didn't leave enough cake last week for everyone, so I'm in trouble.
Oh, no.
Producer Georgina.
Who didn't get cake?
Georgina, our producer. I was in trouble. So, but we are making arrangements for future shows that will have some cake.
Well, let's
but yeah,
hope, let's
it was
hope
brilliant.
we sort that out.
My sister's still buzzing about it, honestly. She's over the moon. She's been telling everyone her cake's been on the telly.
Enchanted Craft Fairy would like to know how many layers can we cut well of quilting quality fabric with these dies, Bernie?
So we recommend up to 6 layers, but you can try 8, you can try 10 if it's a lighter weight cotton, if it's a poplin or a poly cotton. With faux leather, you're looking at 2 or 3 layers, felt 2 or 3 layers, cork fabric depending on the thickness of the cork. If you've got the thinner cork, have I got some cork? Or the thicker one? The thicker one, so this one that we have, this one I would say 2 layers of this one, but if you've got a thinner cork, then maybe 3 or 4 layers. So what I would say is try it, and then you know, if you do it on a test piece, then you know for your proper die cutting, you real when you go for it, how many to put in. So, but what I'm going to do on here is I'm actually going to cut through one layer of faux leather, but I'm going to show you how you can continue down. So I want this whole piece cut, but my die is only this long. So I'm just going to position it on there. Where's my tape? And again, I'm just taping it down just to keep it in place. And I'm sticking it on this side because this bit essentially is going to be my little bit of waste. I'm being a bit, I should have really moved it over a little bit. So let's pop that through.
So with the faux leather then, would you just do one piece at a time?
So you could do a couple at a time, but what I'm just going to show is if you didn't want to do that, or because when you fold faux leather, obviously it's not as soft as fabric, so it may not go as flat when you try to cut it on the fold. So if that happens, then this is a way to get round that. So I'm going to take this one off. There we go. Now, so I've got this piece cut here. What I'm going to do is move it up, and I'm actually going to replace the die to continue with my piece. So I just need to work out where it's going to go, and it should actually sit just in there, and I think I've got that straight. Forgive me if it's gone a little bit off. There we go. And I'm just lining that up out. You can see where I've just moved it up so my die is still on. Now, that's fine that die is going to cut into that plate. We know how strong these plates are. It's not going to damage it. But obviously, when I put it into my die cut machine, I'm going to put it in from this end. So I'm going to layer up like that again. And then
Petra got hold of the fabric plates last week for Gemini Junior. She wants to know if she can use regular dies with them as well as her multimedia dies, Bernie.
So these ones are specifically made for the multimedia dies. So what I would say is I would continue using your regular sandwich that you use with the plates that come with the machine. We are actually looking at other combinations of plates with these to see what would work and what wouldn't. So that's something that we're looking at. But essentially, we've brought these out. Oh, look at that. I'm dead excited that's worked out. We've brought these out for fabric or for your multimedia. So I'm just going to chop that. And if I move that away. Now, you can't see where I start and stopped. It's continuous. So you can actually do as long a piece. If you wanted to cut a 2 metre piece, Joe, you could put a 2 metre piece through because you just keep moving your die up there, and then you're getting a lovely edge. Now that there, if that was going to go on, I just see a crown.
I'm seeing a crown as well.
See a crown?
Do you know what? Forget Christmas cracker crowns this Christmas. You're going to have faux leather crowns.
Faux leather crowns, you can make your own.
Every queen needs a faux leather crown, don't they, Bernie?
I'm going to keep this piece, Joe. I'm going to cut another one at some point, not in the show, and I'm going to make a little crown. There we go. So that's how easy they are to cut. You can see how easy they go through the machine. Again, you've got these bits of waste, if you like, but they're not, because you're going to keep those for other projects and trims. Like on that, the pouch, if I just put this around like that, you can see how you could use that as an edge trim as well. Awesome. On there. Let's see how I put it round.
And I'm guessing you can do this for everything from dressmaking to quilting to home decor. You're going to be able to find elements that you can incorporate this into, aren't you? Within all of your sewing, I'm thinking.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can look at a project, and sometimes you look at a project and think, I just need something just to lift it. What can I do to lift it? And this is the great one, because see, you've got those 3 different sizes, the 3 different shapes of them, the different lengths, and as well, it's cut in so many different mediums that you can use. You know, I mean, the glitter fabric. I mean, the glitter fabric to me is just crying out. Can you imagine the stuff you're going to make for Christmas with all of the accents and, you know, fancy dress outfits and things like that for the kids? Yeah. They're gonna love these extra trims, and also as well, if you're making. Well, I'll tell you what I was thinking of. In one of the magazines, we've got can you remember the dino tail, the dinosaur tail? Yes, I love that. So, well, there's your chevrons. You could cut strips of these and stitch them in your seam rather than have to make all the individual triangles. Yes, so it's going to save you time as well. So there's so many. The more, I mean, I've just thought of that there. The more you look at it, I think you get more ideas and just think of different ways that you can use them. I'm using them in two totally different ways in my demos the rest of the day. One of them, Joe's a surprise for you, but you've got to wait and see.
Oh, I love surprises. I really, really do. It's very, very busy on these already. Remember, they are brand new today. You are going to get both styles included for that price, which is incredible. So you're going to get the scallop borders and the chevron borders included in there. $31.98 or $39.92. Platinum members can grab these today for $25.58 or $31.94. It is very busy on them, and today is your first chance to get your hands on them. Right, we're going to look at some fabrics next. Absolutely love these. We're going to be looking at the Enchanted Forest collection. They are all by the ½ metre. Now, the great thing is about here at Crafters TV and Crafters Companion is that we do cut all of our fabrics by hand. So that means that if you wanted to go for a couple of one of these, then absolutely order multiples and we will do our best to cut these on the metre pieces for you. So that's a really great way of being able to go for them. Let me go through the different options that you've got. So this one just here, this is firstly your Enchanted Forest. Then what we've got is the Forest Florals, which is that one just there. That is absolutely beautiful. The next one we've got is also this is the Mini Blossom that you've got just here. Really nice. That was one that you saw Bernie using just a moment ago. 30% of this one has gone. And then we've also got the Ditzy Dashes as well in here. 20% of this one has also sold out and gone. They've got a really lovely weight to them. A really nice structure to them, Bernie. They're quite, how could you explain it? They've got a really
substantial.
Good, yeah, they are substantial. I think if you are sewing as well, especially if you're maybe new to sewing and you want something that's not going to pull itself out of shape and is going to be nice and easy to work with, then this is definitely that. So do grab those. You've got those ones just there. Forest Florals has been the most popular so far in those. Then what we've got are the Macawa linear fabrics for you as well. These are absolutely awesome. So there's some gorgeous colours in here. Again, they are all ½ meters again for you. So this one here is Sunshine, which is gorgeous. They've got this really kind of like cross-hatching within them as well. Just there. Sulphur is what this is called. Do excuse me, not Sunshine. Then we've also, 30% of that one's gone. We've also got the Riviera Blue for you here. This is really classy, isn't it? 20% of that one has sold out and gone. You've then got the Vanilla, which is almost a bit of sort of a putty taupe almost. It's a really beautiful colour. 10% of this one has sold out and gone. We then have the Berry for you as well. Really lovely, gorgeous, deep berry red. Almost a kind of maroon, isn't it? Very lovely. How much of this one has gone? 30% of that one has gone. This next one here for you, this is the Zinc, which is gorgeous. Really lovely, deep brown. Wow, this one is already limited stock. If this is in your basket, you're going to need to check this one out. The next one we've got for you here is the Cream, which is beautiful. 10% of the Cream has sold out and gone. It's a little bit richer than it appears on your screens there, I think. It's got a little sort of buttery tone to it, which is really lovely. This next one here is your Indigo, which is really lovely. It's kind of like a navy, with just a little hint of purple in there. 20% of that one, 30% actually of that one has sold out and gone. And then you've got the Peacock here, which is really gorgeous. It's kind of it's a little more tealy than it comes across on your screen. Very busy there on that one as well. Now, they're all £5.39 or in the US, $7.20. If you want to go for them as a Club Inspire Platinum member, $4.31 or $5.76. Now, there's 8 different ones to choose from there for now, before one of them sells out. If you wanted to go for them all as a Platinum member, you get all of them today for $34.38 or $46.08, which is really good value for money. Very busy across all of those. Now, every single week on the website, we have our weekly sewing deals. So it means that, yes, there's some exciting new deals coming tomorrow, but it is your last day to grab some of those awesome deals too. Let me share with you a few of those. This is your bobbin holders and clamps with 40 elements here. £18 or $23 if you wanted to get that one. Now, the next one, an absolute essential, is your quilting clips. You get 100 of these for £20 or $27. They should be $49.90 or $69 50. So a great deal on there, and they are an absolute essential. So those deals will be ending tomorrow, so make sure you grab hold of those. Lisa saying as well how much she loves the forest florals. They really are very cute. Pamela saying how gorgeous the glitter fabric would be on a Christmas tree skirt. I think that's a lovely idea as well, especially that border around the outside. It would look absolutely gorgeous. Lorna Jane says, hi Bernie, just watching out of curiosity. I used to do a bit of soft craft, and I'm thinking about whether I could afford to do a couple of small projects. I think, you know, it's quite, what would you say? What would you say maybe, Bernie, to anyone that hasn't sewn in a very long time, and maybe they wanted a little project just to get started with? What's a good, easy first-time project?
Definitely cushions, Joe. That's,
okay.
I mean, I make loads of cushions still, and I've been sewing for a few years, and I still love making cushions. Cushions, what I would say is, especially if people want to go into quilting as well, sort of don't think, oh, right, I want to make a double wedding ring quilt, because that's one of the most popular quilts that people want to make as a beginner. So if you start off with something quite small, so a little notebook cover or a little clutch bag or something like that, or say cushions, something that's quite easy with squares, and then that's going to sort of get you into it, and it won't be long before you get hooked, I promise.
Yeah, you will catch the bug quite easily, I think it is fair to say. Going to change the details back to those borders again for you. 31.98 or 39.92. Remember, they are brand new today, so your first chance to get your hands on them, which is awesome. Right, I know you've got loads more you want to share with us with these, Bernie.
I'm going to actually make, well, I'm going to make a bag, but I'm going to give it an accent with the scallop. So I've got the berry linear here. This fabric is amazing. I absolutely love it. And this berry one is just so rich. I know sometimes the colours you can't always tell on screen, the colours. This is a lot, it's beautiful. It really pops, it's really great. And what I thought was I'll use some of the faux leather that we had on the show last week as well. Oh, just to make a bag with. So what I've done is I've got a 2-inch strip here, and I'm just lining them. Now, I've straightened that edge up, which I want to stay straight, so I'm going to go to the other end, and I'm just going to line that up. And just double check that you're putting it the correct way. So I want it so my loops are going to come this way. So I'm going to pop that on there, and then again, I'm going to get my tape. Now, I know some people don't always use tape, and we're going to say, well, the plates are flat, it's fine. But I always like to put the tape on because I don't want it to move. I mean, for one, I don't want to waste my fabric. And I think then it'll, you know, it does help keep everything lined up as well. So I've got that stuck on there. Then again, put my plates through. I can't coo about the plates anymore, can I? Because you bought them all.
You with those plates?
I am obsessed. Honestly, after I launched them, I've just been on a high, and I've been as well. I mean, let us know in the comments if you've got them, what you think of them, because they just. I know we're not even going to have any bad comments because they're just amazing. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's just perfect. One little bit saying perfect. It's a little thread. I'm going to trim it, or I'm just going to pull them up. There we go. So I've got a tiny little bit of waste there.
How would you achieve this, Ben, if you didn't have these dies? What's the process?
So what you would have to do is obviously, if you're using a template, you're going to be drawn round a template, and then you're going to have to cut them by hand. You couldn't actually cut that with a rotary cutter because you would cut up to here, so you would have to use your scissors. Now, I'm not the most neatest of cutters with scissors, and there's no way that I was going to get that perfect. And the other thing as well with a template is once you start drawing round a template, and it can wear down and misshape. So you're always going to have them, you know, to get them exact. The dies are just a no-brainer because they are going to cut accurate forever. Absolutely ever. Unless you damage them in some way, and you can't damage them by cutting through fabric, they're going to last forever. You know, they're absolutely brilliant.
I guess just make sure you store them properly. I've back in the packet.
Yes, yeah.
Pop them on your magnetic sheets.
I always put mine back in the packet, and then I have, in my room, I've got a big tub in my unit, and all my dies all slot in that way. So I've got them all stood up, and then I can sort of flick through like a Rolodex, flick through and find the ones I want. Although we've got the butterfly on the show later on. I couldn't find my butterfly die. I found my triangles, but I couldn't find my butterfly one. So that's maybe in another tub while I've been sorting. And what I'm going to do here now, if you don't want the raw edge, you're going to have your two pieces, you're going to put them right sides together. Now, a top tip, which I forgot to do when I was cutting, is what you can do is cut it with your right sides together, like that. Cut that, and then the already right sides together for you to sew. And then what you're going to do is with your 1/4 inch seam, you're just going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around that curve and turn it through. So just for time purposes, I've actually done that on this one here, but I will turn it through just to show you, because what I would say is you always need to shorten your stitch whenever you're sewing around a curve, and then you get less gaps. And if I turn it through, you'll see that I no longer have a 1/4 inch, because I've then trimmed that back to like 1/8 of an inch. So always trim into a curve or clip into it. Some people prefer to clip. And then what that means is when you turn it round and give it a press, you're getting those beautiful
Lovely.
curves. And there's, you know, I wouldn't even dream of trying to do that by hand, I don't think, because I think I'd be disappointed with how it had turned out. So that's how you're going to have your curves. So I'm going to keep that to put onto my bag. And now I just need to do get my bag. So I'm using the taut clutch that we've also got. We've got it later on in the show, but I'm being cheeky and using it early, Joe, because you know me,
deals, isn't it?
I'm a bit of a rebel. These bag dies are perfect. And for someone who's wanting to get into bag making as well, these dies are brilliant. These are brilliant. So I'm going to use this taut one here. And what you'll see is you cut them on the fold. So you can see there's an open end on here. I'm going to cut them on the fold. So if I just pop that aside for now. So I was saying I'm using some of that faux leather that I know sold out last week. But I thought this just goes so well. I mean, look at that. How well does that...
Gorgeous colour combo, isn't it?
That berry just pops, absolutely. But then still, I've got the Riviera blue here. I mean, the Riviera, look at it. I mean, that's stunning. That I'm going to cut that up with a fabric cutter later. And, oh, that's stunning, that one.
I love how much you love your fabric.
Honestly. See, wherever I go, if anyone, like I'll be in the supermarket, and if someone, sort of, we get talking at the till, and I'll be talking to the cashier about something, and then we'll mention, like, sewing or something, you can see the joy in my face when I start, like, if they ask us what I do, and I just get so excited. And especially if they say that they sew as well, and I'm like, oh, you sew. Have you heard of Crafters Companion? Have a look on the website. Are you on Facebook? Go on Crafters TV. When I went for my vaccine a couple of weeks ago, it was two ladies who were in the forces who were doing mine. And she's actually started sewing through lockdown. Ah. So when she asked what I did, so I told her. And then, so she wrote on the back of her hand, Crafters TV. So she might be watching, so hello if you're watching. And she was so excited that she was going to sort of have a look on the channel. And I think that's how it goes. Like, if it's word of mouth, isn't it, as well? If you see something good, you're going to tell other people. And that's what we love here, that we love the interaction of everyone. And seeing like what people have made and everything. So it's just fantastic.
There's never been a better time, has there, to teach yourself a new hobby. You know, we live in an age where there's so much access to so many awesome tutorials, whether you're getting them here at Crafters TV or on the wider internet. I mean, there's never been a better time to teach yourself to do some crafting, or maybe to explore a new genre of crafting. Then absolutely you can do that. I know lots of these shows, I know a lot of people that were paper crafters and now become soft crafters, and also soft crafters that have become paper crafts, because there is so much inspiration here on Craft TV and across on our website. You can watch every show ever back. I think that's absolutely awesome, Bernie, don't you?
It is. That's what I like, that they are there forever. You're not going to you're not going to have to, oh, I need to watch today because I'm not going to see it ever again. I'm going to miss it. They are there forever. So it's absolutely great. Now, look at this. I mean, that cut through 4 layers. 4 layers of faux leather. Absolutely no problem. Awesome. And the thing with these bags as well is if I open these two up here, you'll see that it actually, we're going to put box bottoms. I'm stuck to me leather. My bin's right the way over there. I'm going to have to move it over. it actually cuts the box bottoms out as well of the base of your bag. Right, so let's do a little bit of assembling. So I've got 2 pieces here. Now this happened to me last week, Joe, when my faux leather just sort of stuck together a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just get a pin and just pop that.
Is this something that often happens when you cut it, Bernie? It's just,
yeah, all it does is just
together.
the pressure. So you can see there that it just opens back up. That's absolutely fine. So I've got my 2 outside pieces of my bag. And then if I show you what, I've done a little bit of prep ahead just to get. So what I've done is I've also cut the piece for the flap. So this is going to be our flap. And I've used that pink again for the berry, for the lining. And I've put, and I don't even know if we've still got any of these on the website, the magnetic clasps. Don't know if we've got any left in stock, but we'll have a look and see if there's any there. Or if not, you'll have some in your stash. So I've just popped one side on there already. And then what I'm going to do is essentially when I've done the bag, what I want to end up is that I've got my little scallops just going along the bottom of the bag, just to add that little bit of detail. I could have cut a longer strip and put a trim on here and stitch it on, but I'm going to put mine on here and actually put it in the seam of the bag. So what I'm going to do, and this will be the same as if you're doing a quilt as well, like you get the instructions as well. You're going to have your right side of your project, you're going to have your scallop, I'm just going to position that there, and then you're going to put right sides together, and then you're going to put them on. Now this is the ideal time to use your quilting clips because you don't want to put pins really in faux leather. If you're going to, just put them in the seam, just slightly in the seam. So let me just clip these together.
Loads of love for these fabrics that we've got on the show as well. Christine enjoying all the fabrics. Leela saying as well, the linear fabric is beautiful. The fabric would be gorgeous if you want to get fancy and incorporate something in a card as some type of border. Great idea. Not deep stock, so I think we're on the verge of sellouts already on a lot of that Macawa linear fabric. So if you've got that in your basket, definitely check it out. It's a very, very busy seamless Sunday. We had a very busy week last week. I think lots of you loving it in its new time slot of midday on a Sunday, which is fantastic. Sunday seems to be a bit synonymous with sewing for some reason, Bernie, doesn't it?
It is. I think it's because it's, I don't say if it's a relaxing day, but normally, say out of lockdown, Saturday you get your shopping done and your jobs in the house and everything, and then Sunday's more relaxing. And I think as well, if you are looking for a new hobby and even if you've just sort of stumbled across us on Facebook or on YouTube, have a look at what other people are saying. That we've got a lot of viewers that I know watch every week, every show. They're dedicated to watching the shows, and I think because of it's the fun element as well, isn't it, Joe? Because hobbies should be fun.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't be doing something that you're not enjoying. And I think I was saying it last week, if I've started a project and I'm not enjoying it, I'll put it away and go on to something else, and then I'll go back to it. And I'll find in the future when I go back to it, I absolutely get back into it and enjoy it. And that's what hobbies are for. And I think, like I say, because we've got this great community as well. I mean, I'm terrible. I'll be there sitting on Facebook on a night looking at what everyone's posted and joining in with the conversations. Because you'd never think I like a good chat, Joe, would you?
Well.
So just while we're talking,
where can people find you, Bernie? If they've got any questions for you, if they want to connect with you on social media, what is your social media?
So it's Bernie Corner Crafters Companion. Or if you're not already in it, we've got the Facebook group Sewing with Crafters Companion.
Fabulous.
So and if you go in there, we've got over 6,000, we might have over 6,500 members in there now. And if I'm not around, Lizzie might be on there to answer any questions, or even anyone else as well. Like someone had put a question on the other day. I only actually saw it last night, but by the time I got on there to answer, loads of other people had already answered and helped as well.
Awesome.
So it's really good.
That's
because
always nice,
everyone's sort of like, because we're just like one big happy family, aren't we? Right, shall we turn? We're going to have a look at this, Joe, and see what's happened.
Is this the magic bit?
So this one here, I'll tell you what, I'll box the corners first. So what I've done, this is the outside of the bag. I've sewn down the two sides and along the bottom. I'll just box these corners. And to box the corners, and again, you get the instructions with this on how to do it. And you're just going to put those two seams together like that. And I'm just going to sew across there. And this is one way just to give your project, or well, your bag if you like, just a little bit more of a shape than a flat bag. So that bag that you've got, Joe, that has the scalloped edging on, that one's got box bottoms on there, and it just helps it stand up as well. So it's absolutely fab. So, and I know I'm sewing in cream cotton here, but I thought, well, that's at least easier for everyone to see. So let's have a look. Let me just check I've got that the right way. That's it.
Those box bottoms that you're on about, Bernie, you see just here, I've just got this bag here, so you can see that's what they look like when they're closed off.
That's it,
so it just allows it to stand up, which is lovely, isn't it?
It does, and you can do like,
I wonder what's in here. I thought, oh, there's something good in here. I've got a book.
That's our our ingenious thinking for to make it stand up on the set.
It looks gorgeous.
It is a really good.
Could you also, if you wanted to, could you put like an insulating wadding in there and turn that into a cool bag quite easily?
Yes, definitely, definitely. That's it.
Cool
with any
bags can
bag,
be a bit...
yeah, with any bag you could do that.
You don't really get many stylish cool bags, do you?
No.
So it's nice to make your own one if you could. That was nice and stylish. This one would make a lovely stylish cool bag.
So now, when we see here, we've got that box bottom, but we've also got
a frilly edge.
The frill on the bottom, just to give it that little bit extra on there. So now we're going to start assembling the bag. So I cut the same out of the berry again, just for the lining, but this time I left a gap in the bottom because we need a gap to turn it through afterwards. I've also made a little bit of a strap on here. I was going to do a long body bag one, but I'd run out of the fabric because I only had 1/2 metre. So we've got a short strap on this one. And then I've also made that flap for it. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position the flap right sides together because I want my pink lining to be on the inside. And I'm just going to do that by eye. You'd mark it and make sure you get that centre. And again, I'm just going to clip that in place.
Lisa says she's not a sewer, but she says she loves this show and the hosts as well. How nice
Oh,
is that?
thanks,
She says it's a
Lisa.
wonderful way to start my day. A lot of love for the fabric still. A lot of you still talking about those. We'll recap what's left of them after Bernie's demonstration. It's very, very busy for those. And don't forget, in 15 minutes' time, Save a Stitch will start, where we'll bring you like the most amazing, awesome deals. This one, actually, the small bag dye collection with 16 elements, we've kind of like shifted that one in. Bernie's been cheeky and got hands on it and dragged it into the main show. But awesome, awesome prices and deals coming up for you in the last half an hour of the show, which is about 15 minutes from now.
Right, so I've got all of my sort of accoutrements added on there. Now what I'm going to do is I've clipped them on, and what I'm going to do is just baste close to the edge just to secure these in place so that when we put it together with the lining, these don't move about. So you can do it all in one go, but I like to just baste them in place. Now to baste, all you're going to do is just do a longish stitch and do it quite close to the edge. And you could take your tray off your machine and do it free arm if you struggle with that. But I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to baste this on because it just stops things from moving about once you've got everything lined up. And I've just put that strap, I've just matched it up with the side seam. And I'm just going to carry on stitching and just tack that in place. There we go. And you don't need a different needle for faux leather neither. I know some people often will think you need to put in a leather needle, but for faux leather you don't. You can just use your regular needle for it. You'll see it's going through absolutely no problem.
Any special stitch you're using here, Bernie?
No, I'm just using it, well, a little bit longer, just to tack it in place. And because I'm going through sort of layers of faux leather and the fabric, I'm going through quite a few layers now. So I always lengthen my stitch. If you find that your machine feels like it's eating your fabric when you're stitching, try a longer stitch, because that's probably all that it needs. So I've got them tacked in place. I've only got one more seam to go, Joe, and it's finished.
Boom.
I'm well happy. I was looking at the board, you know the board we've got over there. That everyone's got a star but me.
Oh, I know, baby.
So I was feeling a bit sorry for myself. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to get one of the bag dyes in early on the show, and I'm going to finish it, and hopefully I might get my name on the board.
Let's hope. I don't mind today.
I don't mind. We'll do our best. Right. So all I'm doing here is, I don't need a lot of clips. Now, if you've cut out a bag pattern, and the pattern has, you've gone, maybe you stray a little bit and it's just gone a little bit wobbly, you're going to need loads and loads of clips in here to keep it so it fits. With our bag dyes, because they are perfect every time, you know that that's going to be a perfect fit. So all I'm going to do, Joe, so all the way around the top here, I'm going to take so now I'm going to do free arm. And what free arm does, it just lets you put stuff under your machine. You see how now I'm not struggling having the fabric sort of bunched up here, and it can get in the way a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a bigger seam on there, and my stitch, that's it. Right, so let's whiz all the way around.
So this is just now attaching the lining to the actual outside of the bag, is it, Bernie?
Yep, and I've already positioned the handle and the flap as well. Oh, just got my thread caught there. I've already got that already all basted. It's like tacking in place, so that it's in place, temporary in place, so I don't have to think about that anymore now. All I need to do is think about my lining and my outer pieces one, and just stitch all the way around.
Awesome. Fran says, good morning from Maryland. I love watching Bernie show. Bernie So, she is so talented, isn't she? Just,
oh, thank you,
Fran.
Marilyn.
Tansy Pan.
In Maryland. Maryland in Maryland.
Fran in Maryland.
Oh, Fran in Maryland. Sorry, Fran.
I wonder, there must be a Marilyn in Maryland that watches though. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Tansy Pan says as well, Joe, you read my mind. I love the idea about using, making your own caul bag, even maybe dismantling the ones from the fabric and then adding adding that lining in. Absolutely, you could do that to an existing bag completely.
Yes. Now, if you notice, when I was putting them together, I had the lining on the outside and the fabric, the outer, on the inside. I prefer to do that if I've got my hole in the lining, because it makes it easier that you're just going to ease it all through. And then, oh, I hope I didn't get my handle twisted. That would be bad, wouldn't it? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. And then, let's get this, as my mum would say, I'm titivating. You have to titivate. Whenever you're putting curtains up, they need titivating. You need to put them right. So you're going to get all that in there like that. I need to put my little magnetic clasp on there.
We do have those clasps available.
Have we got? Oh, brilliant.
We've got the brass ones and the rose gold ones available.
And you're going to give this a press. Now, if you press it from the inside, your iron's not going to touch your faux leather, or you can use the applique pressing sheet over the top just to press that. You could top stitch if you wanted to, but you don't need to. But then, once you've got that on there, you have a lovely finished...
Love that.
...bag. And I haven't got my handle twisted. There we go. And then you've got that little extra detail on the bottom. And I just think that just adds to it, doesn't it? So yeah, so I'm going to put the magnetic clasp in there, Joe, and then I'm finished.
Awesome. Well, the border dies absolutely flying out the door. Very, very busy on these. Remember, brand new today for you, which is awesome. Platinum members can get them for $25.58 or $31.94. Everyone's going to be getting, of course, some kind of club discount, which is amazing. 20% of a big launch stock has already sold out and gone. Remember, you're going to get double points on this and everything else you buy from us here at Crafters TV and Crafters Companion for the rest of today. Is that double points weekend, so do not miss out on them. I know you're going to love them. I can't wait to see what type of projects you incorporate these into. Now, something else that's very busy are our fabrics. So we've got lots of different ones on here for you. So we're going to start with the Enchanted Forest, which is this one just here for you, which has got that gorgeous pattern running through there. You've got the hares on there. I can see the peacocks in there too. It's absolutely awesome. Then what you've got is the Forest Florals, which is this one just here. Absolutely gorgeous. 75% of that one has gone. The Mini Blossoms is the next one for you, just here, which is great. 30% of that has gone. And then you've got the Ditzy Dashes there as well. Really love that. 20% of that one has sold out and gone also. Now, we also have the Macau linear fabrics available for you on the show too. So this one here, firstly, is your Sulphur. These are all half-metre pieces. Remember, if you are multi-ordering them, we will cut them by the metre for you, which is awesome. So that one's your Sulphur. We also then have the Riviera Blue. Really lovely, classy colour, that one, isn't it? Just gorgeous. The next one you've got here is the Vanilla, which is kind of like a sort of very warm putty sort of colour, like a pale cream, I guess. The next one here is the Berry, really lovely, gorgeous deep berry red. The next one I've got for you, Berry is limited stock, by the way. If you want the Berry, you're going to need to be quick for that. We've got the Zinc available for you too, extremely limited. There's 3 of these in stock, and there's about 12 people trying to get their hands on it at the moment. So whoever checks out first will get hold of those. You've got the Cream as well, which is here. It looks a little white on our screens. It is quite a rich colour. The next one you've got here is the Indigo, which is really gorgeous, like a navy, which is a little bit of a warmth of purple in there. Half the stock of that one has sold out and gone. And then this one just here is your Peacock, which is gorgeous, really beautiful. And again, half of this one has now sold out and gone. They are all the same price per metre. Platinum members can get hold of them today for $4.31 or $5.76 per half metre if you want to get your hands on them. Now, we talked a lot about double points and it being double points weekend. You are going to, of course, get double points on everything that you buy from us here at Crafters TV and across the entire website too. If you are new to us, maybe you're not familiar with Club Inspire, then here are all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind-the-scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Absolutely, do become a member of the club. It's a great club to be a part of, and it just means even better savings, which is absolutely awesome. Now, I just want to recap something, because obviously daylight saving has started and it has affected our timings slightly. So you guys over in the US, these are the new times that everything will be on. So basically, just for a couple of weeks, everything's just slid back an extra hour for you until we catch up with you, which will happen in 2 Sundays' time. The clocks will spring forward and then we'll all be back on the same page again, which is awesome. But you can see here, our midday show now starts at 8 a.m. Our 3 p.m. show is an 11 a.m. start for you on the East Coast, and our 7 p.m. show is a 3 p.m. start for you on the East Coast. I think I'm right in thinking that the West Coast timings are not affected, but someone will correct me if I am wrong. So that is when you need to make sure you are joining us here on Crafters TV, so you never miss anything, which is fantastic. Right, now, it is time almost for Save a Stitch, but just before we do that, we're just going to have another look at that gorgeous bag that Bernie has made for us. How awesome, Bernie, is that?
I've finished it all, Joe. I've even sewn the hole up in the bottom, so that is good to go. I mean, how easy is that? Like I say, you've got those dies are fantastic. You've got that fabric. I mean, that berry, I know if there's not much left. It's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful colour, and it just sets off. I mean, this is the midnight. This was the midnight, or the navy faux leather from last week. But obviously, if you've got the indigo as well, when we've got that indigo fabric, let me grab that. If you'd made this in the indigo fabric, it would have gone perfectly as well, wouldn't it? Absolutely fab. So yes, I'm chuffed to bits with that, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Love that. Now, the bag dies that Bernie used for that are available, of course, in our Save a Stitch show. Now, Save a Stitch is it's kind of like the craft fault, but for all of your gorgeous needlecraft items. It's where you're going to find the best deals of the week. The thing is, though, because the deals are so red hot, we can't often secure anywhere near as many as we would like. So if you see something in Save a Stitch and you want it, absolutely grab it and get it checked out. The first one we're going to share with you is the bag dies. Now, better than a half price deal, £45. Actually, for Club Inspire Platinum members, these are £36 or $52. Everyone's saving £55 or $75. Platinum members save $63 or $87. It's a brilliant, brilliant deal. Now, let me take you through what you've got in this collection. So this one that we've got just here for you, this is your hobo bag and flowers set, which I think is gorgeous, very pretty, and this is the kind of thing that is going to create for you. I love that these are pretty but so functional as well, which is fantastic. So that is that one. The next one we've got for you is your tote clutch bag, which is this one just here, and that is going to create something like this, which is awesome. Of course, you can play around with these. You can, adjust them if you want to, add little extra features to them as well. Absolutely, that is definitely something you can do. We've got the scallop clutch bag next for you, which is this one here, which I just think is so pretty. It's been done in some gorgeous denim fabric here. What a great little clutch bag. How about a lovely little makeup bag, or a little overnight bag maybe for things like, your creams and your lotions and your potions. They could all go in there. And then we've finally got as well the round clutch bag here. And I love this one because it also has the tassels in it, which I think are fantastic. I'm guessing, Bernie, you could use these tassels for loads of other things as well. You don't have to use them specifically with this bag. So again, a really lovely way of doing it. I just think they are all very pretty, very stylish, but also timeless bag shapes that you're going to be able to create with these. They are absolutely gorgeous. Do grab them. You've got a fantastic saving on them, and you get all 4 styles included in there, which is absolutely fantastic. But there are sort of different ways. You can kind of mix it up a bit with these, Bernie, can't you?
You can mix and match them, and it's great that you're getting them in the set. I know that Sarah has made the one that you showed there that had the zip in the top. Obviously, you can put the zip in yourself. The pattern comes with it, is open like that. But Sarah uses these as her makeup bags. She absolutely loves them. But you can mix and match. So I just want to show you these two here. Let me just pop these out the way. So with these two here, it's the same base. So it's that bottom base, the same. But this one has the rounded flap on. This one has the scalloped edge.
Oh, awesome.
So it fits. They all work together. And then
so
similarly, I love this idea. So this one here has been done in one fabric. This is the scallop clutch. So one fabric and then one for the lining. With this one, what we've done is, oh, that's a jazzy lining. I like that. I love a bright lining. That was really unexpected. This one, we've used strips of fabric, sewn the strips of fabric together, then die cut them. So you can do that. You can sew your fabric together. And also this one, I just wanted to show this one with, you've got this flap on here. That's the pattern. I'm not sure who made this one. They've actually put a zip pocket inside. But then, look at this, Joe. Using the flap with a zip on the top to make a little coin purse.
Oh, I love that.
That's just a flap. So if you imagine, you could make one of these for yourself and then make a purse matching to go in, or put like a long strap on this. And you know, if you're out with the dog and you need the poo bags and maybe a little bit of change in your keys, you could have a long like crossbody bag as that, and then it's not very cumbersome, because I know when I'm out without Pippa, she's a nightmare pulling, bless her. You know, I need my hands free. So having something little like that, just crossbody, will be absolutely perfect. So yeah, you can mix and match them all. And you're getting bows in there, you're getting the frill in there, you're getting flowers in this one. And then that one, like you were showing, Joe, you get that frill, which is absolutely fantastic to make tassels with. So it's a really, really good, I don't even want to say a starter bundle, because if you're into bags, you're just going to have a ball with all of these, mixing and matching them. I love them.
Really, really gorgeous, and a great deal, which is incredible. Talking of great deals, actually, we're going to move on to some nesting dies that we've got, and these are specifically our multimedia nesting dies. They are absolutely gorgeous. So in here, you're going to get the butterfly, and you're also going to get the nesting triangles as well. So you're getting both sets in there. We'll just take a look at those. So you're getting the triangles in there and the nesting dies. So they are those rose gold multimedia dies, which is fantastic. And what that means is that they are the ones that are designed specifically for going through and using your fabric. So you can see them, these ones just here, you've got the triangles and then you've got the butterflies down there as well, which is lovely. £25 or $39.96. Now you should be paying that just for one set. Actually, yeah, that is the cost of one set. So it's a buy one, get one free again. However, Platinum members get them for £20 or $31.97, which is absolutely fantastic. So do grab those. And they're great, I think, for a lot of people maybe that are watching and fancy having a go at a soft craft project, but don't have the confidence to sew just yet. The great thing is about those applique dies, you can actually just cut out fabrics and then use something like our fabric glues to attach them to bags or to anything you want and create some really great applique pieces as well. Now we've got some fantastic Sarah signature pattern packs available for you on the show today as well. You've got the Gemini cover. Oh yeah, you can make a cover for your Gemini, which is the one just at the bottom down there, and then this one just here is for your sewing machine cover. A great price on these. Again, it's buy one get one free. Of course, everyone's going to get them for even less than that, because everyone's got some sort of Club Inspire status as well, which is brilliant. Bernie, these are great because for a very small investment, they're something that's so handy, aren't they?
They are, and you do want to cover your machines if you can, because you want to keep that dust off them. You know, especially your sewing machines. I mean, we've got here in this set, we've got the sewing machine cover. Now, this machine cover here, we've made this to fit our Gemini Stitch or the Stitch Pro. However, it will fit standard size machines. So if you've got your brother, your FS130, your 210, your 180, that size, you know, that sort of similar size, it will fit, but you can also customize it as well. I mean, this one, we've got a pocket on this side, but you could put it, you know, a pocket on both sides as well, and you've got the binding on there. It's really brilliant. But the other one that you're getting in there is the cover for the Gemini. Now, when we brought this out, it went crazy, absolutely crazy. And basically, it isn't like just a cover.
It looks like a bread bin. I was just about to say it, and Georgina took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, it looks like a bread bin. Is there any bread in there? White or brown,
Joe? White or brown?
Always crusty white tiger loaf for me, please.
Oh, I like a tiger loaf, yes. Oh, lovely. I'm excited for my dinner later on with my mum, so I'm getting a lunch, and there's a baguette coming with the prawn cocktail for starters.
Oh,
we have starters
yes.
as well. Oh. But with this, you're getting a lot in there. So you're getting the cover itself, but if I turn it round, you're actually getting pockets in the side as well. So you've got a pocket in both sides, See there, pockets on both sides. So you can get your tools in there, your tape, if you've got your rolls of tape and things in there like that as well. But then on the back, as well, the handle on the top, and then on the back, you're getting this zip compartment. Now that zip compartment goes all the way inside of there. So if you want to put, you know, you could put dies in there, your scissors in there, your die brush, any of your tools in there, you're going to be able to do it. And to do all of that, we've given you the full size pattern to do this. Let me just cover that back up. There we go. And in the patterns as well, and this is the same for the sewing machine cover, you're getting the pattern in the cover, you're getting the full instructions. Again, everyone I think knows now that we do like to give as detailed instructions as you can. The great thing about this is we give you pattern placement for your fabric. So we're telling you that you need a metre or half a metre or whatever fabric you need. And then we give you the laying your fabric out, how you put your pieces on. Now we can see here that you've got quite a lot of fabric left over there. So, you know, you can't, if you put another half a metre on there, you're going to get 2 out of there. You're getting full step-by-steps with the photographs, following through how to put zips in, how to sew. So in this one's a great one because you're putting a zip in, you're putting pockets on, you're learning how to sew curves as well, how to do the handle on there, and then to do your binding. This is a meaty one to have. And also what you can then do is that if you've got, obviously this is for the large Gemini, you could then adjust it down to fit your Gemini Junior or your Go. Oh, and awesome. you could actually then upsize it to then, you know, you'd have to upsize it then to fit for the Pro.
Because I guess the difference between the Gemini and the Junior is just the width, really, isn't it? So all you'd have to do is just make that a little bit shorter, which I'd imagine is quite an easy sizing to achieve. Exactly.
So yeah, so you're getting all the pieces here, and it's a lovely weight paper as well, so it's not going to tear easily, because, you know, sometimes with the tissue ones, and if there's any left on the website, grab some of our pattern spray, because that works perfect with this. So yeah, I absolutely love these patterns, and I see you're getting both of them in there. And then, you know, if your friends don't have the pattern, you could maybe start making a few and making a little bit of money, because as they're our products, you can make as many as you like and sell them, which is great.
I'm really thinking about it, what, $9.99 or $12.95 to grab a hold of those. No one's paying that. Platinum member $7.99 or $10.36. Really brilliant way of getting hold of something utterly fabulous. Tansy Pan says, gosh, my mind is absolutely buzzing with ideas now. I have to finish what I started. My sewing end of my room is covered in card pads and dies being reorganised. Get them packed away and crack that sewing machine out is what I say. Loads of you still chatting away in the comments as well, sharing ideas, which is absolutely fantastic. If you want to get hold of those 2 pattern packs on a great price for you. Let's move on to our pattern guides next. Now, these are always so popular because these are perfect for adding that quilting pattern to your quilt. So maybe if you're not the most confident person, you don't really want to just do freehand quilting, then these are something fantastic. Now, the great thing is that they are so versatile. So they're all a 6-in-1 for you, which I love. You've got the 3 different sets. You've got set 1, set 2, and set 3. And although I think they look a bit complicated when you first look at these, but you've got full video tutorials on these on our website. You've got full instructions available to you with these as well. And it really is just quite methodical when you get going. Why does this one look like an intestine down over here? This looks quite anatomical, this one, Bernie. Look, doesn't it? It looks like inside someone's tummy. It does. Normally, these would cost you $24.99 each, right? As you can see today, $24.99 gets you all of them. $19.99 as a Club Inspire Platinum member. So you're getting it's a buy one, get 2 free situation that you've got going on here with these. I don't recall a more affordable way for you to get your hands on some of our quilting pattern guides. They are awesome. They do such a great job. And when you think about it, for their 6-in-1, that's 18 different quilting patterns that you're going to be able to grab there for $24.99. Unbelievable value here, Bernie. How easy to use are they?
They're really, really good. And you say 18, Joe, but it's absolutely limited once you start, because you just want to play and make more patterns. And the more you play with them, the more you'll see how you'll develop. And with anything, you need to learn how to do free motion quilting. and to do rulers. And all I would say is get 2 pieces of fabric, a bit of wadding in the middle, spray them with a stick and spray, and then put your free motion foot on your machine, drop your feed dogs and just play and get used to moving the fabric. And then once you start working on with the quilting pattern guides, you'll see that you can start making the designs. I mean, look at this. This is just a simple design on a cushion, but it's just the swirl, this end swirl of this one here that you just keep moving. You're going to do one way, one the other way, and you're just working your way along on there. I'm going to get this quilt up that our Debbie made in the team. Debbie Thompson, I'm sure it was Debbie Thompson. I'm doing a name check, I'm sure it was Debbie. With this one here, you're getting, so here's the stars. So if we look at the stars, we can see.
Oh, I love the stars.
Oh yes, it was, because Debbie's put a little label on there. So we've got the stars on there as well. Let me find the one with the stars on. There we go. So we've got this one here, and what you can see is you're getting half the shape on there, got it on the right way, and you're going in there. You need obviously your ruler, the ruler foot, your lower high shank foot. You're going to go in there, you're going to stop with your needle down, and then you're going to flip it and go around the other side. And then the same with like the
That's
flower.
flipping brilliant.
The flower design. This is my favourite too. These two here. This, out of the whole set, this is my favourite one. I know we're not supposed to have favourites, but I love straight lines. But to get straight lines to be equal on your work can be difficult. You might have to put tape down, masking tape, draw lines on, whatever. With this you don't, because you're getting a 6-inch line in there with 1/4-inch marks all the way down. So you can position and stop, and you can position it and to be perfect. And then this design here is the, so it's a bit like, it's called is it vermicelli?
Vermicelli, yeah.
Or, and stippling. People might hear it more as a stippling effect. And it's just like a random shape, but actually you're going to go along one. Let me see, I'm not sure if she's done one on this one. Oh yes, here we go, look. So we can see it here. So you can see how that looks totally random, but it's just, you're going to do some, stop with your needle down, turn it, do a bit more, stop with your needle down, turn it. And because the foot sits in the groove here, it's not going to veer off. So if you have this and you struggle a little bit with the open ones, do the inside ones first, and then obviously you've got the one with the circle on and the paisley. I love that paisley design, because all you're going to do is hug the foot against the acrylic and let that do the work. And on these as well, they look a bit frosty, like your bathroom window, because what there is anti-slip technology on both sides. So you can flip them. You don't have to always use them. See, this one's upside down because I can see from the logo there, but it doesn't matter. You've got all your markings on here for your lining up points, 1/4-inch lines if you're moving up a 1/4 inch to get things equal. They're absolutely brilliant. I love playing with them. I never have enough time though, Joe. It's that thing, isn't it, of having time to play. But with these, it's absolutely, you know, they're a great set to have. And like you say, you're getting 18 designs on there to start with. But then the world's your oyster of how many you can do. Absolutely, I would definitely, you know, if you haven't got these, or you're wanting to sort of delve into the world of quilting, free motion styley, if you like, these are a good one to get.
Absolutely, and a great value deal. You're never going to find them, I don't think, for this kind of price. $24.99. Buy one though and get 2 totally free of charge. Everyone saves £50 almost, or almost $60. Everyone, of course, going to get a little bit more off as well, because of course everyone's got some sort of club inspired discount. And don't forget as well, last day for double points today is the last day for you to avail of that. Make sure if you've got your eye on the next level of the club, then today is going to be a great day for you to achieve that. They are our Saver Stitch deals, and they are absolutely phenomenal. Do not miss out on them. If you're ready to place your order, you can do so really easily by getting yourself over to the website crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Click the shop the show button, and you'll see absolutely everything there from our Softer Side show and also our Saver Stitch show as well. Now I want to go back to that brand new launch product that we brought to you today. $31.98 or $39.92 gets you the multimedia decorative border collection with 6 elements. Almost a third now of our entire launch stock has sold out and gone. Platinum members, you're going to get this today for $25.58 or $31.94, which is fantastic. Let's whiz through the fabrics here as well. Very busy. This is your Enchanted Forest, 1/2 metre there. We also have the Forest Florals. Then we also had for you the Mini Blossom too, which is lovely. And there you had the Ditzy Dashes also. Very busy across all of those at the moment. Now we also have the fabric cutter and the cutting mat. It is the mahoosive cutting mat, it is fair to say. And then that fabric cutter is 15 by 15.5. The fabric cutter on its own should be $59.99. So what you're getting is £30 worth of cutting mat for an extra, what, £5, which is a great configuration there. Do avail of that one. We also have the mitre tool and ruler collection, which is an absolute essential for you. Again, a great saving here. $31.98 or $39.12 if you would like to get your hands on that one. Right, do you think we've got time to squeeze one more demonstration in before the end of our show today, Bernie?
Well, we have to do it, Joe, because it's a little bit of a surprise for you. I thought that I would make some placemats for your table at home. So
amazing.
You can, no more cup stains.
No more cup stains. Oh, Bernie, you are the best.
And I thought I'd use your favourite. See, it's all about looking after Joe today.
Mustard
I'm using
blue.
Your favourite mustard faux leather from last week, and that indigo,
which is,
blue.
you know, I love a dark blue.
And I think, you've got blue in your flat?
I've got a big blue velvet sofa. Yeah,
oh, there we
kind
go.
of blue and yellow. So I mean, you nailed it with the colour combo.
I'm just going to make another little one of these for you. So you've got this one here, but I'm going to show you how you make it. It is so quick and easy. It's unbelievable. So what I've done is I've got a strip of the faux leather, and what I'll do is later on I'll do it tomorrow because I've got to work tonight when I get back. No rest for the wicked, Joe, no rest for the wicked.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'll put the measurements on of what measurements I've used for this one, but you can do them whatever size you want. So I've got a piece of that faux leather, and I've got the chevron border die here, and I'm making this sort of end piece here. So I'm just going to place that on the end of there. I'm going to tilt it slightly through my machine. All that means is so when, I know Sarah always shows, if you put it on face on, the machine's hitting quite a lot at the same time. So if you put it on the angle, it eases it through. It'll cut straight on, just sometimes if you hear a clunk, that's probably why, if you've got your die straight on. So I've got, say, my clear plate, A plate, faux leather die, B plate, and my clear plate. I will just take my cover off my Gemini.
Oh, I love that. You missed that unveiling there. It was very ceremonious.
Should I do it again?
I think you need to. It was very ceremonious. We need like a fanfare or something. I think you should do that, you know.
I hope Debbie Robinson's not watching, because I've been promising to make her one of these for probably like well over a year.
I think it was this time. When I started was when you said you'd do it.
And I did make one for it, but I never got it finished. So I need to get it finished. So, ready?
Ta-da! There you are.
We should have done that last week with the cake, Joe, to unveil the cake, shouldn't we? Right, so I'm going to pop this through. I won't keep getting wrong now. Get wrong off Georgina and me here.
She's not forgotten about
mentioning the cake. Bless. I'm so sorry, Georgina. We'll make up for it. I'll get another order in with my sister. So there we go. I mean, look at that. Absolutely fantastic.
Lovely.
And again, you've got that little bit of waste at the end. You could use that on something. That will, I mean, you can glue it down. You know, you can use that on something. It's not going to go to waste. So I've got my side piece here. And then what I've also got, so this I've got, oh, now I need to give that a quick iron. This is so quick and easy, this project, it's unbelievable. So this is the indigo. Have we got any of the indigo left, Joe? Has it gone?
Oh, I think we do have a little bit. It's hanging on.
Beautiful.
By a thread.
By a thread. Boom.
See, I did there.
It's absolutely...
It's really lovely. It looks very blue on screen, but it's actually got a little bit of warmth from the purple coming through, hasn't it?
It has, and sometimes it's one of those colours that, depending on what colour you put it with, it can look slightly different. Right. So it might look more purpley, or it might look more bluey, depending on what fabric you put it with. So I've just put, now, you would normally put some insulating wadding on the back of here, but I didn't have any for this bit.
So everything's limited stock apart from the cream and the vanilla on the Macauers. The cream and the vanilla are half the stock. If you've got any of the linear fabrics in your basket, I would absolutely suggest you check them out if you don't want to miss out on them.
Oh, I'm not going to get any when I get home, am I? It was going to be gone.
Georgina's got no sympathy for you whatsoever.
I know.
She's saying you of all people should have known to have shopped ahead, Bernie.
I know, but I wanted everyone else to get it first. Mind, well, I would have shopped ahead if I'd been, if I'd still had plates on, if I hadn't already had mine. I've got mine down here ready to show, the ones I've been using for 14 months, and I can't show them because we've sold them out. Right, so I've put wadding on the same size on the back, and I've just used stick and spray just to put that on the back. And then I've got another piece of fabric, and this is an inch bigger all the way around the outside, and that's to make so we can do the binding on there. All right, so I'm going to centre that in the middle of there. And again, I'm just going to quickly spray that down. I've left my ironing mat up because I am going to show you how you press this to get those mitered corners, and I am going to use the miter tool. So we have got to say that miter tool in with the 6x24 ruler. If you haven't got the miter tool already, you definitely need one in your life because they're absolutely fantastic. So I did a class a few weeks ago, and we used the miter tool on the class, and I think there was only one person on the class who didn't have it. Everyone else had got theirs.
Really?
Because they love the miter tool.
It's great value, isn't it?
It is really good. And when you see, I mean, there's lots of videos online that you can watch of how I've used it, but again, you get full instructions and you're getting that video tutorial as well. So all I'm doing is, whatever width you've done, you just want to fold it over so your raw edge of your outside of your big sort of back and square, if you like, just touches the raw edge of that one.
Awesome.
And you're just going to quickly press it all the way around like that. And what I'm going to do is show you how to do one mitered corner, and obviously then it's the same on all four to get to the finished effect. So
Rhonda says she loves using fabric leftovers for scrapbooking. What an awesome idea that is in your scrapbooks. Love that. Miss Lorene's Schoolhouses. I'm not sure that's her. I'm not sure that's her birth name. She says quilting guides are great when learning free motion quilting. Helps you to know where you are going. Rosalind says I don't quilt, but this is something that I wouldn't mind having in my stash. Talking about those quilting pattern guides. And Pamela says, Bernie, you are a great teacher, so thank you. You are indeed, Bernie. Lots of love for you in the comments today. And Sandra said scallops ordered will go well with my new quilting project. I can't wait to see what you guys end up making and the projects you end up creating with those brand new border dies.
Well, that didn't stand out on my navy, did it? So I've got the miter tool here, and the miter tool's got all different angles on to help you get those angles. I'm going to show you one sample. Look at this.
Oh, lovely.
This star is absolutely amazing, and all of these corners here have been done using the miter tool, even these top ones here. So normally when someone's thinking of mitering a corner, it's like we're doing on here, a 90-degree angle. You'd probably wouldn't even contemplate trying to do a 45 or a 60-degree one, but by having the tool, you're getting all of the sort of the markings on there to help you do it, and the instructions. The absolute instructions. Now, I haven't forgotten about this bit here. I'm just going to show you one corner first, how we actually do the corner, and then I'll show you how we put it together. So the instructions are going to take you step by step, telling you how to do it. You're going to fold it on an angle, so your raw edges are meeting. We like that a lot in sewing, don't we, Joe? Raw edges meeting.
Absolutely.
The raw edges need to meet. And then I've got my point here, and my project is just folded all the way down the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to get a pen. I'm not sure which one's going to show up. A red one might. If not, I've got a chalk pen there that'll do it. So what we're going to do is, we know we've got a 90-degree corner here, so we're going to find the 90-degree one on here, and there's a dashed line. You can see there's a dashed line on there. Brilliant, you can see it. So what the instructions tell you to do is line up your dashed line with the end of your top of your project, which I've done there, and the tip of the mitre tool is going to touch where your backing is, and then it's going to tell you to draw a line. So I don't think, yeah, that's not going to, oh, it might if I press on. It might show up. We've got Charlotte Super Zoom Queen in, haven't we? So
Queen
Charlotte will,
Zoom, yeah.
brilliant, brilliant. There we go. So we've got that line drawn there. I've stopped at the fold. So where I folded it, if I draw another line there, there's like a cross section in there. And all I'm going to do is sew from that point to that point and secure my stitches. But again, don't worry that I'm sort of rushed through this quite quickly, because you are getting those pictorial instructions and you're getting the videos as well. Now, I did post the link, I don't know if it was this morning or last night, for someone who was asking about videos for the mitre tool. I will post them again.
Okay.
Because you can see on there. So I've sewn there, that's not very straight, but it'll be fine to show you what I'm doing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this corner off. So I'm going to trim it at 1/4 of an inch, just all the way up. And then I'm going to trim off my little corner there just to take the bulk. So you know, if you're doing a cushion, you always trim that little corner off before you turn it through. And then what I'm going to do is turn this through like this.
Oh, cute.
And you can you see straight away. Now, you would use matching thread. I've got just the cream in there so we can stand out. But that has gone perfect on that corner, and it tucks under where you pressed it. Because you've pre-pressed it, you've already pressed it. Now, what I'm going to do is, obviously I'm not going to do every corner, but what I'm going to do is put in where the faux leather's going to go. That's just going to sit over the top of there. Now, you can put a bit of glue on there if you want, just to secure it in. But once you've got that piece on there, if I move this up, you're going to see, there we go. And once you've got these turned in and pressed, can you see the effect there on that corner now? That when you stitch all the way around this edge here, I'll show you on the finished one, that's going to secure that faux leather in place in there.
That.
It's not going to go. You could make miniature ones with these like that, and that is then going to be for your cutlery.
Oh,
to pop your cutlery in, and you're getting that lovely effect. So if I bring in the one that we finished, so we can see here, the one we've finished here, so that's what I've done. I've done all of those corners all the way around, and I've just stitched all the way around there. And then that's the backing as well for the binding, and that's one of the ways. And there's a lot of other things that you can do with the mitre tool to do different types of binding, and you can do internal corners as well, like on that star that we showed. But that's how easy it is to use. So it's a really good one to have in your kit. But I just thought that was great for you, Jo, just to say, like, please don't put any more cups on your table.
I won't anymore. Thanks to you, I'll get no more scratches. I may have actually scratched it once more this week, but we won't talk about that. What a great softer side and Save a Stitch show it has been today. Bernie, can I say a massive thank you? It was a pleasure to get to spend some time with you again in the sewing room, and we'll be back together again next Sunday as well, which will be awesome.
We're back next Sunday to look for. I'll have to think of some more demos.
I think the bag is obviously going to be demo of the show, don't you, Bernie?
It's fabulous. Yeah, well, yeah, because if it was this one that was voted, you wouldn't be able to take it home with you.
No, absolutely. And also, yeah, we couldn't have done. We're going to put the bag in. Georgina's made an executive decision to put the bag in as the demo of the show. Now, remember, guys, make sure you check the website tomorrow, the Softcraft part of our website, for those brand new weekly deals which we'll be launching. Very, very exciting. They launch every Monday, so always set a reminder and make sure you go there. Next week, we'll be celebrating in Softside National Quilting Day as well, which is International Quilting Day even, which is on Saturday. So make sure you keep your eye out for some special deals for that as well. Don't go anywhere though, loads still to come today. We've got a great craft class, myself and Jan. That'll be at 3 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. East Coast, and then a little later we will have Second Chance Sunday, wrapping up the week in style. Big thanks to Bernie, big thanks to you guys as well, and I'll see you back here in about an hour and a half's time. Take care.